has landed.
What? Become of you?
Post speedily to the Lord your husband. Show him this letter. Seek out the traitor Gloucester.
Hang him instantly. Pluck out his eye.
Leave him to my displeasure. Edmund, keep you our sister's company. The revenge I'm bound to take on your traitor's father are not fit for your beholding. Farewell, Lord of Gloucester. How now? Where is the king?
The Lord of Gloucester hath conveyed him hence towards Dover.
What?
Where they boast to have well-armed friends.
Farewell, sweet lord and sister.
Edmund, farewell. Traitor.
Ingrateful fox, 'tis he.
What means your graces? Good my friends, consider you are my guests. Do me no foul play, friends.
Bind fast his arms.
Hard, hard, O filthy traitor.
Unmerciful lady as you are, I'm none.
Felicia, bind him.
What will you do?
Come, sir. What letters have you laid from France?
Be simple answered, for we know the truth.
And what confederates have you with the traitors they put in the kingdom?
To whose hands have you sent the lunatic king? Speak!
I have a letter guessingly set down which came from one that's of a neutral heart and not from one opposed.
Conning.
And false.
Whereas thou send the king
To Dover.
Wherefore to Dover? Wast thou not charged as peril to send him here?
Wherefore to Dover? Let him answer that.
I am tied to the stake and I must stand the course.
Wherefore to Dover?
Because I would not see thy cruel nails pluck out his poor old eyes, nor thy fierce sister in his anointed flesh stick boorish fangs. With such a storm as his bare head and hell-black night endured, if wolves had at thy gate beheld that stern time, thou shouldst have cried, Good porter, turn the key. All cruels else subscribe. But I shall see the winged vengeance overtake such children.
See it, shall you never. Fellows, hold the cheer.
He that will think till he lives to be the old. Give me some help! No! No! Ah! Ah! Ah!
One side, another. The other too.
If he seeks vengeance.
Oh, Duran, my lord. I served you ever since I was a child, but better service I never done than now to bid you old.
How now, dog?
You did wear a beard upon her chin, I'd shake it on this coral. Nay then, come on and take a chance of anger.
My sword! A peasant, stand up with us! Where is thy luster now?
All dark and comfortless. Where is my son Edmund? Oh, Edmund, enkindle all the sparks of nature to quit this horrid act.
Thou calls on him that hates thee. It was he that gave the overture of thy treasons to us.
No.
Who is too good to pity thee? Out! Treacherous villain!
Oh, my follies. Then Edgar was abused. Kind gods, forgive me that, and prosper her.
Go thrust him out at gates, and let him smell his way to Dover. How is it, my lord? How look you?
I receive a heart. Follow me, lady. Pound that island villain. Show him upon the dunghill. I bleed a first. Untimely comes this hurt. Give me your arms. Reagan!
not no wise. I stumbled when I saw, full oft to seen, our means to secure us, and our mere defects prove our commodities. O my dear daughter Edgar, the food of thy abused father's wrath, might I but live to see thee in my touch, and say I had eyes again. Oh no, who's there? Is that a beggar man? Is that the naked fellow, the madman? 'Tis the time's plague when madmen would lead the blind. Silla, naked fellow.
Bless thee, master.
Come hither, fellow.
Bless thy sweet eyes. They bleed.
Knowest thou the way to Dover?
Thou starting again! Pass my footpath!
Here, take this purse. Thou whom the heaven plagues have humble to all the strokes. That I am wretched makes thee happier. So distribution should undo excess, and each man have enough. Dost thou know Dover?
Aye, master.
There is a cliff whose high and bending head looks fearfully in the confined deep. Bring me but to the very brim of it, and there I'll repair the misery thou dost bear, with something rich about me. From that place I shall no leading need.
Give me thy hand. Poor Tom shall lead thee. Sleep face thou whitest thou naughty shaman.
Welcome, my lord. I marvel our mild husband not met us on the way. How now, where's your master?
Madam, within. But ever man so changed. When I told him of the army that was landed, he smiled at it. When I told him you were coming, his answer was the worst of Gloucester's treachery and the loyal service of his son. When I informed him, he then called me salt and told me I had turned the wrong side out. What he should dislike seems pleasant to him, but like offensive.
It is the cowish terror of his spirit that dares not undertake. He'll not feel wrongs which tie him to an answer. But, Edmund to my brother, hasten conduct his paths. I must change names at home and give the distaff into my husband's hands. This trusty servant shall pass between us. Ere long you'll like to hear. Few dare venture in your own behalf. A mistress's command. Wear this.
But us.
Specially decline. If this kiss durst speak, it would stretch thy spirits up into the air.
Yours in the ranks of death.
Fare thee well. Oh, my most dear Gloucester. Oh, the difference of man and man. To thee, a woman's services are due. My husband usurps my body.
He's coming, madam, I hear him.
I have been worth the whistle.
Oh, Goneril, you are not worth the dose which the rude wind blows in your face.
No more milk drum. France spreads his banners in our noiseless land, with plumed helm thy state begins to threat, whilst thou, a moral fool, sit still and cries, alas, why does he so?
See thy face double! Proper deformity shows not in the fiend, so horrid as in a woman.
Vain fool.
Ah, thou changeling self-covered thing, for a shame be monster not thy feature. When in my fitness to let these hands obey my blood, they are apt enough to dislocate and tear thy flesh and bones. However thou art a fiend, and a woman shape thou shield thee.
Mary, your manhood.
Alack, 'tis he. He is as mad as the vexed sea, crowned with rank fumiter and furrow weeds, with harlock, hemlock, nettles, cuckoo flowers, darnel, and all the idle weeds that grow in our sustaining corn. The century sent forth. Search every acre of the high-grown field and bring him to our eye. What can man's wisdom in the restoring his bereaved sense? He that helps him take all my outward worth.
There is means, madam. Our foster nurse of nature is repose, the which he lacks, that to provoke in him are many simples operative, whose power will close the eye of anguish.
All blessed secrets, all you unpublished virtues of the earth, spring with my tears. Be aidient in remediating the good man's distress. Seek for him, lest his ungoverned rage dissolve the life that wants the means to lead it.
News, madam. The British bowers are marching into the wood.
'Tis known before. Our preparation stands in expectations of them. Therefore, great France, my mourning and importunate tears hath pitied. No blown ambition doth our arms incite, but love, dear love, and our aged father's right. Soon may I hear and see him.
That same hill.
You do climb up it now. Look how we labour.
He thinks the ground is even.
Horrible steep. Hark! D'ye hear the sea?
Truly, no.
Why then, your other senses grow imperfect by your eyes' anguish.
So it may be indeed. Methinks thy voice is altered, and thou speakest in better phrase and manner than thou didst.
You are much deceived. In no way am I changed, but in my garments.
Methinks you are better spoken.
Oh, come, sir, here's the place. Woo, 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 woo. How fearful and dizzy it is to pass one by so low. The fishermen that walk upon the beach appear like mice. I look no more lest my
set me where you stand.
Give me your hand. You are now within a of the extreme verge. For oh, beneath the moon would I not leap upright.
Let go of my hand. Here, friend, is another purse.
Oh.
In it a jewel well worth a poor man's taking. Fairies and gods prosper it with thee. Go thee further off. Bid me farewell, and let me hear thee going.
Bless thee, master. Fare thee well, good sir.
With all my heart. Almighty gods, this world I do renounce, and in thy sight shake patiently my great affliction off. If Edgar lives, oh bless her.
Who you said, friend, hear you? Speak, sir, what are you?
Way, let me die.
Oh, but thou dost breathe, hast heavy substance, bleeds not, speaks that art sound. Why, 10 masts make up no the altitude which thou hast perpendicularly fell. Thy life's a miracle, speak it again.
But have I fallen or no?
Oh, I from the dread summit of this chalky bourne. Look up a height, but do look up.
Alack, I have no eyes. Is wretchedness deprived that benefit to end itself by death?
Come, sir, give me your hands. Up, and again. There we go. Up. So, how is it? Feel you your legs. You stand.
Too well, too well.
This is a bubble strangeness. Upon the crown of the cliff, what thing was that which parted from you?
A poor unfortunate beggar.
Oh, as I stood here below, methought its eyes were 2 full moons. It had 100,000 noises and horns walked and waved like the enraged sea. It was some fiend. The gods have preserved thee.
I do remember now. Henceforth I'll bear affliction till it do cry out itself, enough, enough, and die. That thing you speak of, I took it for a man. Often 'twould say, the fiend, the fiend. He took me to that place.
Bear free and patient thoughts. Oh, but who comes here? The safer sense will ne'er accommodate his master thus. Oh.
You cannot keep me. I am the king.
Oh, thou sight, piercing sight.
Look. Shh. Look. There's a mouse. Please, please. This piece of toasted cheese will do it. Ah, there's my gauntlet. I'll try it on a giant. Bring up the brow. Well flown, birdie. Give the word.
Sweet martyrdom.
Oh, pass. I know that voice.
It's Goneril with a grey beard. I found him there. I smelt him out. They are not men of their words. They told me I was everything. 'Tis a lie.
That voice I do well remember. Is it not the king?
Aye, every inch a king. See, when I do stare, see how the subject quakes. I pardon that man's life. What was thy crime? Adultery? Woo! Naughty boy! Thou shalt not die. Die for adultery? No. The wren goes to it. And the gilded fly does lecher in my sight, observe. Let copulation thrive. For Gloucester's bastard son was kinder to his father than my daughters got twixt the lawful sheets. No. Go to it. Go to it, pell-mell luxury, for I lack soldiers. Behold yond simpering dame, whose face between her forks presages snow, minces virtue, and doth shake the head to hear of pleasure's name. The fitune or the soiled horse goes to it with more riotous an appetite. Down from the waist they are centaurs, their woman on above, but to the girdle do the gods inherit. Beneath, it's all the fiends. There's hellfire, there's darkness, there is the sulphurous pit, burning, scalding, stench, consumption, five. The ounce of civet, good apothecary, sweeten my imagination.
Oh, let me kiss that hand.
Let me wipe it first. It smells of mortality.
O ruined piece of nature, this great world shall so wear out to naught. Dost thou know me?
I remember thine eyes well enough. Dost thou squinny at me? No, blind Cupid, cannot love me. Read thou this pen. Mark but the penning of it.
Were but all thy leper sons, I could not see.
Art a mad fellow? A man may see how this world goes with no eyes. Seem to see things he does not. Now. Pull off my boots! Pull. Harder! So. I know thee well enough. Thy name is Gloucester. Gloucester, thou must be patient. We came crying thither. Thou knowest that when we first do breathe the air, we do wail and cry.
Alack the day.
We cry because we are come to this great stage of fools. Ooh. This is a good rock of wood. Look. It's a foot. 'Tis a delicate stratagem to shoe a troop of horses with felt. I'll prove it. For when I have stolen upon these sons-in-law of mine, then kill!
Oh, where he is. Lay hand upon him. Sir, your most dear daughter, she's been looking for you.
A prisoner? I am the king!
You are a royal one, and will you pay it?
Then there's life in it. Come and get it, and you shall get it by running
Sight most pitiful in the meanest right. Speaking of it, a king, thou Isidore, who redeems nature from the general curse which twain have brought her to.
Hail, gentle sir.
Sir, speech it, what's your will?
Hear you aught, sir, of a battle toward?
Oh, sure and vulgar. What hears that? She can distinguish sound.
Oh. How near's the other army?
Here and on speedy foot. The main descry sounds an hourly thought.
I thank you, sir, that's all.
Though the queen on special causes here, her army's moved on.
I thank you, sir.
Oh, you gods, take my breath from me. Tempt not my worser spirit to die again, for you please.
Well, pray you, father.
Now what are you?
Oh, a most poor soul. Come, give me your arm, and I'll lead you to some biding.
Hearty thanks.
Slowly now.
I proclaim pride. Most happy. That eyeless head of thine was first framed left to raise my fortunes. Old unhappy traitor, briefly remember, thy sword is out, that must destroy thee.
Well then let thy friendly hands put strength enough to it!
Down.
Darest support a published traitor? Hence! Lest that the infection take hold on thee. Let go of his arm. Let go of his arm, or thou diest. Out, dunghill!
Is he dead?
Sit you down, father. Rest you. Come. I know thee well. A serviceable villain, and as dubious to the voices of his mistress as bands would desire. Let's see this purse. The letters that he speaks of may be my friends. Go on. Oh, indistinguished space, a woman's will. A plot upon her virtuous husband's life, and the exchange, my brother.
The king is mad. So too should my thoughts be severed from their griefs.
What?
And woes by wrong imaginations lose the knowledge of themselves.
Father, come. Far off methinks I hear the beacon drum. Come up! I'll bestow you with a friend. Go now, quickly.
Acknowledged, madam, is overpaid.
Be better suited. These weeds are memories of those who were ours. I pray you put them on.
Pardon, dear madam, yet to be known shortens my made intent. My boon I make it that you know me not, till time and I think meet.
Be it so, my good lord. How does the king?
Madam, sleep still.
Oh, you kind gods! Cure this great breach in his abused nature.
May it please your majesty that we may wake the king. He has slept long.
Be governed by your knowledge and proceed in the sway of your own will. Is he arrayed?
Madam, in the heaviness of sleep, we cut his hair and tried to put fresh garments on him.
Be by, good madam. When we do wake him, I doubt not of his temperance.
Very well. Hang thy medicine on my lips, and let this kiss repair those violent harms which my two sisters, in thy reverence, have made.
I'll never say that I was false of heart, though absence seemed my flame to qualify.
kind and dear princess.
Had you not been their father, these white plates to challenge pity of them? Was this a face to be opposed against the jarring winds? To stand against the deep dread bolted thunder and the most terrible and nimble stroke of quick-cross lightning? To watch poor Purdue with this thin helm? Mine enemy's dog, though he had bit me, should have stood that night against my fire. And wast thou fain, O father, to hovel thee with swine and rogues forlorn in short and musty straw? Alack, 'tis wonder that thy life and wits at once had not concluded all. He wakes. Speak to him.
Madam, do you? 'Tis fittest.
How does my royal lord? How fares your majesty?
You are wrong to take me from the grave. What a soul at bliss. But I am bound to a wheel of fire.
Sir, do you know me?
I know you are a spirit. When did you die?
Still far. Why?
He's scarce awake. Let him alone a while.
No, look upon me, sir. So well.
As I am a man, I think this lady to be my child Cordelia.
And so I am.
Be your tears wet. Yes, faith, I pray weep not. Cordelia. If thou hast poison for me, I'll drink it. I know you do not love me. Your sisters have, as I do recall, done me so wrong. You have some cause. They have not.
No cause, no cause.
Am I in France?
In your own kingdom, sir.
Do not abuse me.
Be comforted, good madam. The great rage you see is killed in him, and yet it is danger to take him o'er the time he has lost. Desire him go in, trouble him no more till further settling.
Will it please your highness walk?
You must bear with me. I is a very foolish, fond old man. Prithee, forgive and forget.
Holds it true, sir, that the Duke of Cornwall was so slain?
Most certain, sir.
Who's the conductor of his people?
As 'tis said, the bastard son of Gloucester.
They say Edgar has banished daughters with the Earl of Kent in Germany.
Report is changeable. 'Tis time to look about. The powers of the kingdom approach apace.
The arbitrament is likely to be bloody. Very well, sir.
My point and period will be thoroughly wrought, or well, or ill, as this day's battles fought.
Last purpose hold, or if he is advised by aught to change the course.
He is full of alteration and self-reproving.
Our sister's man has certainly miscarried.
It is to be doubted, madam.
Now then, sweet lord, you know the goodness I intend upon you. Answer me truthfully. Do you love my sister?
In honored love.
Yes. But have you never found my brother's way to the forfended place?
No. By my honor.
I never shall endure her. Dear my lord, be not familiar with her.
Fear not.
Edmund? Edmund? Edmund, bitte, das ist gut. Our very loving sister. Well met. Sir, this I heard, that the king has come to his daughter, with others whom the rigor of our state forced to cry out. If I cannot be honest, I never yet was valiant. For this business, he tortures us, France invades our land, not boast the king, with others whom, I fear, most just and heavy cause make oppose.
Combine together against the enemy. For these domestic and particular broils are not the question here.
That's the determined with the ancient of war now proceeding.
I shall attend you presently at your tent.
The enemy is in view. Drop your powers.
We will greet the time. Take them away.
We are not the first who, with best meaning, have incurred the worst. For thee, present king, I am cast down. Myself could also frown false fortune's frown. Shall we not see these daughters and these sisters?
Now, let's away to prison. And we too will sing like birds in the cage. Now just ask of me a blessing. I'll bend down and ask of thee forgiveness. so we'll live, sing, pray, tell old tales, laugh at gilded butterflies. We hear poor rogues talk of court news. Who loses? Who wins? Who's in? Who's out?
Come hither, Captain Hark. Take thou this note. Go forward into prison. One step I advance thee. If thou dost as this note instructs thee, thou dost make thy way to noble fortune. No doubt is that men are as the time. To be tender-minded does not become a sword. Thy great employment will not be a question. Either say thou wilt do it, or try by other means.
I'll do it.
No!
Cordelia! Have I caught me? My bright eyes? And they shall make us weep.
Sir, you have shown today your valiant strain and fortune. It led you well. You have the captives who are the opposite of this day's strike. I do require them of you, so as to use them, as we shall find their merits and our safety may equally determine.
Sir, I sought fit to send the old and miserable king to some retention and appointed guard. With him, I sent the queen, my reason all the same. And they are ready to appear tomorrow or at further space where you shall hold your session. At this time, we sweat and bleed. The friend had lost his friend. And the best quarrels in the heat are cursed by those that fear his sharpness. The question of Cordelia and the king required further place.
Sir, by your patience, I hold you by the subject of this war, not as a brother!
That's as we list to grace him. Methinks our pleasure may have been demanded ere you spoke so far. He led our powers, bore the commission over my place and person, the which immediacy may well stand up and call itself your brother.
Not so hot. In his own grace he doth exalt himself more than in your edition.
In my rights, by me invested, he compares the best.
That were most if he should husband you.
Jesters do oft prove prophets.
Hurrah, hurrah. He either told you so, looked but a squeeze.
Lady! Oh, I am not well, else I should answer from a full-flowing stomach. General, take thou my soldiers, prisoners and patrimony. Dispose of them, of me, the walls is thine. Witness the world that I create thee here, my lord and master.
What mean you to enjoy?
Your let alone lies not in your goodwill,
nor in thine.
Let's go yet.
Let the drum strike and prove my title. Thine. Sick. Oh, sick.
If not, I'll ne'er trust poison again.
My sickness grows upon me.
She's not well. Convey her to my tent. Edmund, I arrest thee on capital treason, and in thine tent, this gelded serpent. I bear it in the interest of my wife, since she is subcontracted to this lord. And I, her husband, contradict your bands. If you marry, make your loves to me, my ladies bespoke.
An interlude.
Thou art unblustered, let the trumpet sound. If none appear to prove upon thy person thy heinous and manifest and many treasons, there is my pledge. I'll mark it on thy heart, Ere I taste bread, thou art in nothing less than I have here proclaimed thee.
There's my exchange. I will defend my peace and honor firmly.
Answer his purposes.
What are you? Your name, your quality?
No, my name is lost. By treason's tooth, bear on and canker bit. Yet I am noble as the adversary I come to cope.
And which is their adversary?
Edmund, Earl of Gloucester.
What sayest thou there?
Thou art a traitor! False to thy gods, thy sister and thy father! Conspirate against this high, illustrious prince, and from the most extremist upward of thy head to the descent of dust below thy foot, thou art a most toad-spotted traitor. Say thou no. This arm is set approve upon thy heart. Whereto I speak, thou liest.
Back do I toss these traces to thy head. This word of mine shall take an instant away, but it shall rest forever.
Halt. Your mouth, damn! Over this paper I shall stop on it. No telling lady and read and own evil. I perceive you know it.
Say if I do. The laws are mine, not thine. Who can arraign me for it?
Most monstrous soul. Knowest thou this paper?
Ask me not what I know.
Go up there. She's desperate. Come with her.
What you have charged me with, that I have done. And more, much more. This past and so am I. But what art thou that hast this fortune on me? If thou art noble, I do forgive thee.
Let's exchange charity. I am no less in blood than thou art, Edmund. If the more, the more thou hast wronged me. I am Edgar, and thy father's daughter. The gods are just.
We thought I vindicated prophesy royal nobleness. I must embrace thee. Let sorrow split my heart if ever I did hate thee or thy father.
Worthy prince, I know it.
Where have you hid yourself? How have you known the miseries of your father?
By nursing them, my lord. List a brief tale. And when 'tis told, oh, that my heart would burst. That bloody proclamation to escape that followed me so near taught me to shift into madman's rags and to assume a semblance that very dogs disdained. Whiles in this habit met I my father, with his bleeding rings, their precious stones new lost, became his guide, led him, begged for him, saved him from despair, but never, oh fault, revealed myself unto him until it was some half hour ago when I was armed. Not sure though, hoping of this good success. I asked his blessing, and from first to last told him of our pilgrimage. But his flawed heart, alack, too weak the conflict to support twixt two extremes of passion, joy, and grief, burst, smiting me. This would have seemed a period to such as love, not sorrow. But another, to amplify too much, would make much more a top extremity. Whilst I was big in clamour, came there a man who, having seen me in my worst estate, fastened round my neck and told me the most piteous tale of Lear and him that ever ear received. Twice then the trumpet sounded, and there I left him.
But who is this?
Kent, sir, the banished Kent, who in disguise followed his enemy king and did him service improper for a slave.
Speak, man! And what was this bloody knife?
It came from the heart of... She's dead, sir.
Who's dead? Speak, man!
Your lady, sir, your lady. And your sister by her is poisoned. She confesses it.
I was contracted to them both. All three now married in an instant.
Here comes Kent.
Bruce the bodies, lay their life or death. Oh, the judgment of the heavens that makes us tremble. It touches us with pity. Is to see?
Aye.
Time will not allow the compliment which very man urges.
I have come to bid my king and master I good night. Is he not here?
Oh, great things of us forgot. Edmund! Speak, Edmund! Where's the king? Where's Cordelia?
I'm bad for life. Some good I mean do despite my own nature. Quickly send me brief minute, for my writ is on the life of Lear and Cordelia. Nay, send in time.
Run!
To who, my lord? Who has the office? Edmund, send thy token of reprieve!
Well, Doron, take my sword, give it again.
Haste thee for thy life!
He had commission from their wife and me to hang Cordelia in prison.
What?
And to lay the blame upon her own despair, that she forgave herself.
God's defender!
It ended with love.
Edmund is dead, my lord.
She's gone. Forever. I know when one is dead, and when one lives, she's dead as her.
Is this the promised end?
Or the image of that horror?
Oh, my good master!
Take away!
But 'tis Kent, sir! Sir Kent, your noble friend.
plague upon you! Murderers, traitors all! I might have saved her. Oh, how could Delia stay a little? What is it thou sayest? My voice was ever soft. I killed a slave that was hanging.
It's true, my lords, he did.
And my poor fool is hanged. Who are you? My eyes are not best. I'm not Kent.
Say, your servant Kent.
You are welcome here.
All's cheerless, dark, and deadly. Your eldest daughters have foredone themselves and desperately are dead.
He knows not what he says. And vain is it that we present his thing.
No life? Why? Should a horse, a dog, a rat have life and have no breath at all? She'll come no more. Never, 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 never. Look her lips! Look there! Look there!
My lord! My lord!
Vex not his ghost, let him pass!
He is gone.
The wondereth he has endured so long. He but usurped his life.
Bear them from hence. Our present business is general. Friends of my soul the twain, rule in this realm. The board states the same.
I have a journey, sir, shortly to go. My master calls me. I must not say no!
The weight of this sad time we must obey. Speak what we feel, not what we ought to say. The oldest hath borne most. We that are young shall never see so much, nor live so long.